Your ability to write is key to your verbal communication skills. We all need to improve our communication. We need to be more efficient. We need to be more dynamic. We need to get to the point. We need to avoid confusion because when we confuse, we lose. So there are 5 reasons that I wanted to bring to you about why I write before I speak in most situations. One, I do it to clarify my thinking. There's nothing more distracting to the audience than to deal with feeling like the presenter doesn't know where they're going or trying to figure out what their point is. Why are they telling you a certain story, whatever it may be? I also do it to discover the key points. I don't always know what those key points are going to be until I've laid everything out and I can look at it. I can clarify the order. I can see if they make sense. I can check the flow and make sure that I feel like I'm drawing the audience through a journey, pulling them through the content as opposed to pushing them. But I also do it to eliminate redundancy. I love the constraint of a word count for my most important projects. We all know how fast we tend to speak. If we don't, it's not hard to figure out. And that becomes key to saying, if I've got, for my example, 2 minutes to talk, then I know that I need to be around 300 words or less because I tend to add words as I speak because I'm at about 160 words per minute. That is a great forcing function to get more efficiency. I mean, it takes a lot longer to write short than it does to write long, as you probably already know. But I also do it to save money because when it comes to video, too many people show up and they don't actually know what they're going to say until the camera starts rolling. And so they fumble their way through a project. And if you're working with a crew, well, you're really wasting your money because at that point, you're going to pay them either way. So they may not care. And they may be used to it when it comes to corporate storytelling. But the time to iron all of that out is in pre-production, and it's cheapest when you're doing it at the writing phase. And then number 5, I tend to, and this is unique to me, I tend to write and then outline, which seems backwards. But I do that because it allows me to pull back now and then see if the content makes sense from a kind of a different level, if you will. But I also do that because it's better to share an outline with key stakeholders rather than the actual word content with all the inflections that I may have written in there, as well as the word choice and things like that, because people tend to then comment on things that I don't mean for them to comment on. They don't comment on the message. They comment on the fact that it sounds more spoken, which it should, than it would appear in writing. And so some people just start editing. But the biggest reason that I like to outline last is it allows me to then speak more extemporaneously at the end of it all, because I don't want to read a script. That is boring. And only the very best presenters, which are not me, not probably you, can do a script and make it sound like that it was actually driven without being written down first. So those are a balancing act, and outlining allows me to do that. So many of you are probably doing this stuff already, right? B2B content, especially in this marketing technology space, it needs to be more interesting. It needs to be more focused. We need to be more entertaining and more informative. And we can do all that by writing first. I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any questions, if there's anything I can do to help you with your communication goals, just give me a shout. Thanks.